This video is brought to you by viewers like you. Consider supporting us on Patreon.
Yo, what the fuck is up, everybody out there on the YouTube? Joji go by Papa Tikyo, coming to you live from the Japan land. Oh, dude. Oh, man. It's just one of those fucking awesome days where you can just smell the food. Smell the food of commerce in the air. And I love it, too, because this should not be this warm today. But it's either global warming or just good luck or maybe both. But today, it's great. You can see people still wearing jackets. They're like, I don't know, I don't trust it. It's lying to me. But yeah, I'm feeling so good today. I had this weird-ass fucking dream. And, yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's cool. Like, I had this weird dream that I was still at the guest house, but they moved all the box rooms outside. And instead of, like, a building, there was, like, a small little, like, hobbit kind of community. And, like, all of us got, like, our own little, like, individual, like, houses or boxes outside. And it was really interesting. And, like, mine, though, I got moved into an actual, like, small-ass, thin, curvy house that was next to a graveyard. But the graveyard wasn't, like a Japanese graveyard. Like, it actually had a bunch of trees surrounding it. And it was, like, kind of not taken care of well. But like, all the stones were all, like, brown and mossy, and anyway, I don't know, it was cool. It was nice. Like, I had my own fucking, like, I had a small little house, and it was more than enough. And I think that's the thing. That's weird, because, like, you know, I feel that in the future, it's like all these people, they feel so good when they have, like, a really big place. Like, they're like, you need a gigantic place with all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. And, I don't know, to be honest, I always felt kind of bad about, like, when I did have stuff growing up, like, the rare times I did have stuff, because I didn't use a lot of it. And I felt like it was just a waste, you know? And so, it's like, yeah, it would be nice to have a badass mansion where I have, like a dojo and a koi pond and all this shit inside there, but, you know, to be honest, I don't need that much stuff to be happy, and I like that. I like having to feel like I don't need that much, like, that many things. It's like, well, Sam, like, you gotta get into the mentality of that you deserve it. So, of course, you know, you deserve it. So, once you feel like you deserve it, it'll feel natural for you to want to live in a big place like that and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't feel like I don't deserve money. That's not it. I just don't feel like I would use such a big place, and if I had a big place, I would only buy it under the guise that, like, my friends would come and live with me, or, like, fellow YouTube creators or something. Like, I'd want to share the wealth, but not stupid Sky Williams style. Oh, God. Oh, when that guy got fucking, I mean, I know that was a while ago. That was, like, fucking sometime last year, but I just remember Brandon talking about it and just laughing, because whenever somebody big, you find out that they're related to pedophilia in any way, Brandon always just laughs and calls them Smash players. I'm cutting in front of you, asshole. You took too long. Anyway, I don't know. I'd like to live in, like, a building, like one of those. Tall building overlooking the place. And I saw, like, abroad in Japan in Tokyo Lens, and they, like, or what was it? Like, Charmander or whatever, you know. They're like, look at this $25,000 a month, man, like, apartment. And I'm like, yeah, that's stupid. And the apartment looks shitty. And, like, even, like, you know, that's the thing. It's like, even the rich areas of town have, like, no innovation in them. And they're like, well, see, it's a small bathtub, but you have a view. That window is small as hell. What the hell's wrong with you? Can we customize it? No, because it's a rental. And I'm like, this is stupid, you know? Like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I would rather have a shitty apartment that no one would want to live in, but it has character. Like, you know, it's either old or it's designed more interestingly than like, or wait, no. I'd rather have, like, kind of a slightly more expensive place that's, like, older and has character to it than just, like, some cookie-cutter bullshit place that was cheap, you know? Because it's like, well, you could make the cookie-cutter place into something that's interesting. I'm like, nah, dude. Like, I never. That's one thing that I'm kind of happy about. Is that, like, everywhere I've lived, or at least I've chosen to live after I moved out of my mom's house, was like each one of them kind of had character, you know. Like my first apartment that I moved into, I'm happy. I'm happy I didn't die, because there was like a gas leak. I'm pretty sure I could smell gas fucking leaking, and like but we always kept the windows open all the time because it was fucking summer. But yeah, that was dangerous. But you know, it was right next to a creek, and it was just it was funny. One time I was jerking off, and like it was like a basement apartment. Well, I mean, like our door, like basically there's like on the in the backyard of our apartment, it was like elevated because it was like a quadrant or whatever, and you know, people could see like, so like my windows were for like the basement windows, but when you went out our front door, like we were on the regular level. So I don't know, it was weird. But the point is like I remember there would be a couple nights where I would just be jerking off with my curtains, or we didn't have curtains, we had stupid fucking blinds, and I would forget to turn the blinds, and like, you know, it's nighttime and my lights are totally turned on, and I'm just spanking the monkey, and then I'm just like, oh shit, you know, people are looking in on me, and I don't know, I didn't care. And look at that cute little pug. I know we're in super widescreen right now, so you can't see it, but look at him. He's just so tired he didn't want to walk anymore. Whoa, cute little pugums. Look at him. He's just like, no, I'm done. Carry me now. I think that's another reason why I want a bulldog, because like a lot of other dogs, like maybe a golden retriever or something, want to go on long ass fucking walks. You know, they got the fucking stamina of Apollo Creed or something. You know, they just keep going. Apollo Creed mixed with the Energy Bunny, or the Energized Bunny. But you know, bulldogs are just like, okay, we walked for a block. I'm good now, dude. We can go home. I'm like, thanks, dude. That's good. You fat fuck. But anyway, aside from that noise, that was a long intro. Don't worry, editor guys. This is going to be a rare case. I don't know. Wanted to say some stuff before I got into it. But anyway, I always start these off. We're talking about Joji today, Filthy Frank. I think I made this before already, but files got corrupted or something. So yeah, I'm redoing it today. But yeah, we're talking about Filthy Frank, and you know what I think about him, and you know how like my interactions with him up until now, and yeah, you know, and just what do I think about his transition from Filthy Frank to Joji, and yeah. But anyway, welcome back to TKO Rants. Today is unseasonably warm, and I am going to Saitama today. So I'm gonna break rants into, like, you know, it's gonna be 2 rants on the way over there just because it's so far away. But yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day to get out. Well, I mean, I don't know why. I can't tell if it's smog or something, but the blue sky, hopefully it looks a lot more blue in my camera than what it looks like in real life right now, because it looks kind of shitty. You know, the bluest sky that I ever saw in my life was, I'm gonna run it. Yep. The bluest sky I ever saw was in Australia, in Adelaide. Oh my god, come on, you fucking slow ass. I'm sorry. Yeah, hey. Yep. I forget people can hear me outside of my helmet. And when I yell, my voice projects. No. Speaking of which, did you guys read that New York Times hit piece on Woody Allen? God, dude, it must be so hard being a celebrity. Having always people try to come at you and say, you know, question your moral ambiguity, etc. But, anyway, yeah, big shout out to today's sponsor, Nakano-ku Guest House. Yeah, if you guys like Filthy Frank or Joji, you probably like Asia. If you like Asia, more than likely you definitely like Japan. And so, if you're coming to Japan to visit, why spend $100 at a hotel when you can spend 200 more and live at a cool capsule hotel for a month while you're exploring Japan? Like, why not do that? And so, yeah, anyway, that's the guest house I like to stay at. They're very cheap, they're very affordable, good location, and if you're in Japan, check them out. They have guest houses all over, not just in Nakano-Shimbashi, so if you don't want to be in that area of Tokyo, they got you covered too. And yeah, links down below. Tell them that Papa Tikyo sent you. And also big shout out to NordVPN. If you guys need to protect your anuses online, whether you're on your phone or just you know, downloading totally illegal porn, that's the way to go. It's the way to go, guys. Just do it. Just do it. Something promo code. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, and I guess question of the day is, what do you think of Filthy Frank? What do you think of Joji? Do you like his music? Do you know who I'm talking about? I mean, he's got millions, like not even millions, like over like tens of millions of views on YouTube. So even before he did music, so it would be surprising if somebody around my age doesn't know who the fuck he is. And yeah, if you don't know who he is, just tell me. You know, are there any either YouTubers in New York or Japan that you like to watch, and tell me their names down below. It's because I always want to learn about new YouTubers. Oh my god, I didn't. What the fuck? Oh, I didn't downshift. God damn it, spaghetti. I forgot to downshift. I was too busy talking about dicks. So anyway, yeah, who is Filthy Frank? Why do I care? So I moved to Japan in 2007. It's 2021 now. And yeah, I moved here a while ago. And when I first moved here, like, YouTube was like just starting up. Like, it was just becoming popular. Like, the YouTube revolution was just starting, you know? And like, YouTube was like, it's so funny because like, while I've been in Japan, YouTube has grown so much too. You know, like, YouTube has like, they started the partner program where you could actually get money in Japan. They started that while I was here. You know, they had all 3 ad apocalypses happen while I've been in Japan. And yeah, I mean, like, you know, I grew up, like, I always like to say, like, I grew up in Japan because I came here as a very young adult. And then, you know, on top of that, I guess I grew up with YouTube as well, because it's like I barely used YouTube before I came to Japan. And yeah, I just remember finding this Filthy Frank TV, or what was it called, like Music TV or something, and yeah, I was watching this guy's stuff, and I was just like, wow, you know, who is this dude? And I thought at first it was just like, I thought he was just some white guy. Like, I knew he was playing a character, but I didn't even think he was half Asian. And I now realize that he was just making fun of weeboos the whole time. And yeah, I don't know, I thought, like, I was like, how is this guy, like, now looking back, I'm like, it's genius, like, his character and just how, like, shitty the fucking like, all of his stuff was. Like, it took a lot of effort and like, actual skill and planning to make his stuff, you know. Ambulance. Tokyo Shobo. Shobocho. Look at that. Look at these assholes just in the middle of the street. Look at these guys. Fucking assholes. Actually, this is not that bad. I remember a video came out, I think it was like 10 plus years ago or something, back when Japan Probe, I think it was. There used to be a blog roll site. I think it was called Japan Probe. And they shared this video of all these people during the commuter time, and they were walking in a congested street, and none of them would wait for wait and let this ambulance pass for like 2 or 3 minutes. And like, a lot of people got shit about that. And yeah, I don't know, I just thought that was funny, that was interesting. But yeah, anyway, I don't think something like that has happened since then. And I mean, that's one nice, like, that's like it's like a gift and a curse, you know, for everybody having a fucking camera computer in their pockets now, is that, like, you know, everybody can be held accountable to everybody now. So if you do something shitty and somebody gets it on camera and they share it online, haha, I made it, you slow assholes. And then, you know, yeah, people get put on blast. Hey, 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 say jump. Don't tell me, are you going down there? You fucking bafamuro. Anyway. Look at this dude with his Uber Eats bag. You know, it's funny too. Like, this is a rambly rant. I've been doing a lot of like on the dollar, what is it, not on the dollar, on the head rants, you know, recently, where it's just like more like, you know, getting to the point quickly. But today it's more of a ramble. It's because I got stuff. But you know, it's funny. We have a lot of Uber Eats guys that live at my guest house, and they told me recently that like this past year, a lot of people were stealing Uber Eats bags, and I was like, why? And it's like, because a lot of people, not a lot, but if you guys have read the news, the drug use in Japan is going up, and one of the ways that these guys deliver drugs is they, without like getting caught by the police, is that they will have an Uber Eats bag, and they just carry the drugs there because the cops are so used to seeing them all around town. They're not going to stop an Uber Eats guy just for doing Uber Eats things, you know, as long as he's not breaking the law. So, yep. Anyway, yeah, so who is Joji? Fuck, finally getting into it. Who is Joji? Joji is a half Australian, half Japanese dude who grew up, I'm pretty sure, in Japan. I heard his dad was military, or like a teacher or a priest or something, like some kind of like community head guy. And yeah, and I'm guessing, because it's weird because like he says he's Australian, but his accent is like super American. So it's either he went to international school here in Japan, which means that he's fucking rich, because international school is not cheap at all in Japan. And yeah, you know, that's yeah, so he says he grew up in Japan, or at least I think he grew up in the, like, he went to high school here. And yeah, it's interesting, because whenever you saw videos of him at his house or whatever back in Japan, it's like it's a really nice house, and it's got like an American oven, and it's very, very international. So like the first thing we know about Joji is that he's rich, or at least he comes from a rich family. And you know, secondly, we know that his you know, his dad is a foreigner, but he grew up in Japan. And you know, it is interesting that he has an American accent versus an Aussie accent. So it makes me think that maybe his dad was because like if he's not rich, because again, like I tried looking this up online, I didn't see anything except speculation, but it's like it's either he's Australian and he went to international school in Japan, or his dad is like military and he grew up on a military base. But there's no military bases in Kansai, so I don't know what the fuck. And he lived in Kobe, so and there are international schools in Osaka and near Kobe. But yeah, anyway, so Frank has been making videos since he was in high school. He's younger than me, and or Mr. Joji. And he would just make stupid fucking videos with his friends, and then, you know, he got better at making these videos, and then eventually, like, these videos became popular, and, yeah, like, eventually he started hanging out with people like iDubbbz and Max Mofo, and you can see videos of Max Mofo and him hanging out at, like, the YouTube conventions in America when that was going down, and I don't know, it's just like, he was always known as this edgy dude, who, it's just like he was laughing at the world for being stupid, kind of thing, you know? And I liked his like his, what is it? I liked his videos, I liked his music, and I loved his characters. Like, he had so many characters that he made for his skit videos that he would do. Like, he had the pink guy, he had the lemon dude, he had the Chin Chin character, he had that guy who always wore glasses and like an adventure hat and a Hawaiian shirt. He had the flute guy, the salamander man. He had all these fucking funny characters, and like he did such a good job at differentiating all of these dudes. so it's like you can remember, like he had all, like, especially when the video where he talks about, like, where he reveals, quote unquote, his real self, and he talks about how he has to quit Filthy Frank because he got too stressed out by trying to live up to people's expectations as this, and also, like, you know, there was a lot of people that didn't get the jokes and would threaten him and stuff, and yeah, it's you know, and like, a lot of people were supportive, but also a lot of people were like, oh, fuck off, just keep making stuff. And I mean, when you make stuff for like edgy 12-year-olds, which is pretty much what his content was, you're not going to gain support from these dudes, you know? And yeah, anyway, so he wanted to stop making videos, and his videos are funny because he would just upload whatever the fuck. Like, sometimes it would just be random kind of like vlogs, and sometimes it would be skits. Sometimes it would just be raw video of him fucking with people. Like, some of my favorite videos are like when he's in Japan fucking with people. Like, there was one where he's in the middle of the street and he's just blocking traffic, and he's just like jerking off, like pretending to jerk off and like have seizures and stuff, and like all these cars are being really patient with him, and they're just like beep 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 beep. And that's a funny thing too, you know. So many people gave Logan Paul shit for being a chotch or whatever in Japan, but like Filthy Frank was literally blocking traffic. That shit's illegal, yo, you know. Like, you know, Logan Paul putting a fish and an octopus on a taxi, yeah, that's a dick move, but it's not illegal. And anyway, oh man, if I wasn't going to meet Jim right now, I would totally go to this sushi place up here. This is Choshimaru. It says Choshiminato Chokuso, which means all their sushi comes directly from Choshi Harbor every day. It's fucking great. I love that place. It's so good. If you guys are in Japan, go to Choshimaru Sushi. They're the best. But anyway, yeah, so it's just like Frank or Joji, he made videos, and yeah, like he would one of my favorite clips is like him, and he's just looking creepy with his friend, and I guess the girls don't see him or see the cameraman, and he's just he's going, and he's like, I forgot, I think he's either dressed like Salamander Man or the Lemon Guy, and he's just like acting all creepy, and these girls just scream and run away. And it's just like, it's like a 6-second clip, but it's just so beautiful. And then there's like another clip of him, and he's like trying to get into this bar, and like the guy obviously recognizes them, like, because they've done it before, and they all start freaking out and screaming, and he kicks them out, and then like then Frank or Joji just starts breakdancing in front of him, and it's like, yeah, what to do when being faced with intimidation for a bartender. Breakdance intimidation intimidation pose. Ugh, I loved it. But anyway, it was just stuff like that where watching him over time, I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. Like, I love the fact that like it was Japan, but he never fucking pointed out like, hey guys, I'm in Japan, this is my thing, yeah, you know. He was just always having fun and just doing his own thing, and he didn't really pander to anybody. He was just doing his stuff. And then like he would make music, and the music was actually really fucking good, you know. So I don't know, I really enjoyed his stuff. But anyway, then of course he switches, he stops wanting to be Filthy Frank, and he's like, you know what, and I'm pretty sure like that obviously he talked to some kind of like PR firm or something after that, or like before that, and they were like, dude, like, you know, you said you want to move towards a more mature direction with your media, and you want to focus on music, right? Well, here, what we're going to do is, yeah, it's like you can never engage with people that say they miss your character. You can never really talk about it. Like, that character's dead now. You're just doing you. And it's like, you are Joji now. You're not Frank anymore. And he's like, okay, I guess. And so, you know, he's, and then like with his music videos and stuff, well, I mean, it helps that his music's really good, but also it helps that, like, you know, he had a push from his audience that he already had, and then, you know, from the 88 Rising crew as well. And that's one thing. Oh man, like on a related note, I was talking to my YouTube friend who no longer lives in Japan. And I was talking to him on the phone last night, and he made me really angry. And like normally I don't get angry or frustrated when I talk to him, but he basically said, like we talked for like an hour, but the summation of what he said was basically, Sam, no one gives a shit about you. They only care about you because you're in Japan. As soon as you leave Japan and you did other YouTube videos, like 90% of the people watching you would probably stop watching, and they would not give a shit. And like you have nothing special outside of Japan. Like we were kind of having a fight because he wants to leave his girlfriend, and I was like, just do it then. And he's like, no man, like, you know, she cares about me and I love her. But I was like, well, you cheat on her all the time. And he's like, well, dude, cheating, like, sex is different than cheating, like, for love, you know? Like, I don't want to waste her time. I genuinely love her, but I do need to fuck other chicks. And I'm like, well, so just break up with her and fuck other chicks. He's like, no, dude, she, like, makes me breakfast and lunch and dinner every day, and, like, she cleans the house, you know, and she takes care of me. And I'm like, but you said you're not attracted to her. and you're fucking other chicks. He's like, yeah, but she's been so good to me, I can't just leave her. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And then, you know, I guess that's when he like, kind of dug into me for that shit. But, I mean, the thing is that, like, yeah, like, I do realize that a lot of my content centers around me being in Japan, and the fucking cock-sucking asshole motherfucker. Well, I love this guy. He's got so much space on the left. Japanese drivers are dicks, dude. Nippon taihen pinatsu untenshu kuso pinatsu kudasai. But anyway, God, I haven't been in this area in forever, dude. Don Quixote, shit. Now we're getting to the outskirts of Tokyo right now. So this is actually a military base, but it's a Japanese military base. You can tell it's a Japanese military base because they don't even have fucking barbed wire around it. Fucking, like, because no one wants to break in there. And then all these houses are, all these apartment buildings are for the people that live in there. But anyway, Filthy Franku, you know, he becomes Joji. He makes all these badass music videos. And, oh shit, that guy had a gun. Wow. He made all these badass music videos. He made all this badass music. And now he's just doing his thing. And he, you know, like, he's more of, like he's an actual legit artist. Like, I heard them playing his music, I think, like, at TGI Fridays once or whatever here in Japan. And when I went to Target back home, like, they were playing his music too. Oh yeah, guys, by the way, that's Nerima something car inspection place, Shakenjo. So if you guys ever need to get your license plates or whatever in Tokyo, that's where you go. Yeah, so, oh, my asshole. Anyway, point is, yeah, like, like, what do I think about Joji's music? I think it's really good. Like, you know, I hate mumble rap bullshit, and I'm very selective about who I listen to, but Joji's music, for the most part, it's good. I do wish he would do more edgy humor. I think that he really, like, just now, after he became Joji, all these Japanese people fucking like his music because he had a big boom with the students here in Japan, because he had that one song, Boku wa Seksu ga Daisuki, and it's he made this song called, like, I Love Sex, and of course you leave it up to a half Japanese guy to really just bring in the love from all these different places for sex and everything. And anyway, yeah, so he did that, and now Japanese people love doing reaction videos, which was totally my idea a couple years ago that I never fucking tried to do, and what a waste. But anyway, that's my video on Joji. I'm gonna come in here really quick, and I don't need to go here right now, but my buddies, I haven't been in this area in forever, and the mechanic that I used to go to when I lived in this area is right down this street, and I want to dip in and say hi to him for like a minute or two before I move up. And yeah, I love it too. Just right on the sidewalk, but I got my hazard lights on, so it's like, oh yeah, look, you know, the bike, yeah, slowing down, oh yeah, well, I do look like a foreigner, so they're gonna give me extra shite. But anyway, It's good. I love it. I love it because, like, it's just fun. But anyway, there's a bunch of other stuff I could say about Joji. But for the most part, yeah, go check out his music. It's pretty good. And now let's go say hi to these guys really quick. Oh, my ass. Oh, yeah, guys. If you ever need your bike fixed again, M&O Bike Shop. It's here next to Shima Akatsuka Station in Tokyo, northern Tokyo, and they're badass. すみません、セクシー男を探してるんですけど、特に日本の方を探してるんですけど。久しぶりじゃねえかよ。元気か？バーン。いやいや、今日は川越に行く予定だから、途中でみんなに挨拶しようかなと思う。よし君は背伸びた？もう。伸びないよ。はい、伸びたんじゃないかよ。おぉ、かっこいいピアスになっちゃったんじゃない。ナイス。おぉ、今日。今から川越行くの？川越に行く。撮影？撮影。俺の友達はレトロゲームハンターだから、川越に結構有名なブックオフがあるらしいんだから。レトロゲームってね、ファミコンとか？すべて。まあ、もちろんなんか当たりまでとか、そのコミドア64とか、なんか古いのパスコム系じゃなくて、これはもっとなんかゲーム機系、なんかなんだっけ、ファミコンディスクとか、なんだっけ、なんか、そう、なんかセガのマスターとか、まあ、彼はすべてを、なんか彼は、キド昇竜拳っていうの、チャンネルがあるから、彼はいつも、海外で発売してなかったのゲームの、なんか、レビューとかやってる。すごくなんか綺麗にレビューしてるんだから、すげえなんか本格的なプロみたいで、でも超シンプルで。そう、彼はゲーム YouTuber。今日は俺はバイク動画と、その後は川越はちょっとなんか古い町っぽいなところがあるから、そこでなんか一般的な白人は、ペラペラの日本語は、この田舎の町のみんなに話してみると、どうの反応とか、なんか、最近そういうテーマの動画は結構流行ってるから、俺もなんかちょっと今日は撮影にしようかなと思ってて。それが有名な食べ物だと、さつまいも。川越で？うん。さつまいも大学院も。さつまいもを茹でてあって、タレで、甘いタレであえてあるやつ。知ってる。大学生に人気あるんでしょ？まあ昔はね、昔。そのなんかさつまいもだけど、なんか甘タレと、なんか黒、なんだっけ、ごまとか。おお。そう、それが有名だよ。よし君は詳しいんじゃね？日本人みたい。川越に行ったことあんの？川越、1回か2回ぐらい。どうだった？最高のセックスの経験とかなかったの？行くとね、京都とか行ったことある？俺、大昔行ったことあった。なんだろう、古いさ、家屋みたいなのが見れる。OK。古い家屋が、で商売やってたりとか、結局、なんか駅のそば？そう。日本の法律で、それ古いものを大切にしましょうっていうのがあるから、壊せないのよ、もう。その町だけ。京都とかもそう。そっか。いや、まあ、そのなんか2つの町だけだね。日本は、まあ、政治家たちはほとんどなんか平気で古いものを潰してるんじゃない？一応重要文化財的な感じだから。じゃあもしそこの町に行ってたら伝統的なものを食べるチャンスある。伝統的な建物を見るチャンスもある。伝統的な女たちとはセックスはできるかな？微妙じゃないかな。観光名所になってるからさ。Fuck。昼間からやってないんじゃない？まあとりあえず食べ物の方はまあ目指すから。いや。あと川越でなんか有名な食い物思い出あったっけ？くま兄ちゃんとアキがいる？くま兄ちゃんはね、今配達行っちゃった。そっか。 うんうん。うんうん。
こういう古い。
その2階ぐらいのところか。
そう。街並みがこういうちょっと。駄菓子屋横丁があるぐらい。駄菓子屋だって。
駄菓子屋か。へえ。じゃあ俺はその町で、なんか美味しそうな古い的な食い物なんか買うチャンスある。俺はもしなんだっけ、なんか古い的な、だって大昔のみんなはほとんどなんかフール裸で歩いたんで、だから俺も同じの格好したら大丈夫かな。外国人だからすぐに許せるんじゃないかな。いや、ダメだね。基本に。あきく久しぶりじゃねえかよ。もう。そう。いや。まあ、撮影も、あと、なんか、俺は本当にほんの数分だけで、なんか、みんなと挨拶にしようかなと思ってて。もう、まだジャンプ読んでんの。ドクターストーンは最近すごいハマってるよ、俺。読んでないの？面白いよ、それ。そっか。最近、ビジネスはどう？結構向かってる？
仕事はあるよ。
うん。ナイス。仕事は何よりも大事。
サボは何も YouTuber だけ？
俺、土曜日だけに英語教師の仕事にしちゃって、今はTwitch で生配信してる。あと YouTube は週3回でアップしてる。俺、まだまだなんか途中だけど、でもまあ、最近ちょっとなんか再生数と登録者はどんどん上げちゃったから、いろんな俺より有名な YouTuber たちとコラボしてるんだから、まあ、今年から絶対もっと大きな、俺のゴール、今年のゴールは10万人以上の登録者が増えたい。俺は今4万3000人だけ。まあ、頑張ったんだよ。そう。まあ、だから本当に、俺の Google の広告の料金はそんなに多くはないけど、でも、まあ、再生数が増えば、結構生活ができるぐらいの金になるから、俺は今ゲストハウスに住んでるんだから、毎月は3万円くらい、結構安いから、だからそこで安い生活して、貯金してと、まあね、YouTube 頑張ってるんだよ。そっか。俺は出かけなきゃけど、みんな、まだ会えたと嬉しいよ。すごく嬉しかったよ。まあ本当に1年以上でしょ？ 1 年ぶり。まあ、俺は今泣くのだけど、まあもっと、なんちゅうか、大きな修理が必要あるの時は必ず、バイクはまあ大きな修理だったらバイクはここまで乗れないけど、なんか俺は今年の春から、ツーリングする予定だから、だからまあ、いっぱいバイク、まあ乗れるよ、今日。まあ今年だね。OK。じゃあ、セクシー大学芋、なんかさつまいもを食いに行けないと。じゃあみんなは元気でね。あんまり無理しないで。エロビデオを見すぎてダメだよ。じゃあね。Okay. Anyway, that's it for the video. Okay, let's replace the battery. God, how did fucking Winston and Matt do this? With the fucking, like, it's barely warm today. How do they do this in the sun? Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Do me a favor and smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, subscribe bell to get notified next time there's a video out. And yeah, question of the day is, I don't know. I already asked it. Just typed out, Tanaka has big pee-pee if you made it this far. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. And peace.